like in terms of, you know, if it's going to be like, whenever we get the train stations done for this next area, that I'll end up dressing that up. Because you know me,
Yeah.
I've got a, I don't know, for weird reasons, you know, I thought Central was good, but I'm rather liking that Grassfields train station for some bizarre reason.
It's nice.
I
I
don't
it is
know.
cool.
I don't know what it is with that design that I'm just like, yeah, it just
works.
Well, it's not that. If I think back to it, back when me and Tim first started with this game, I mean, I know, granted, there wasn't probably as many pieces back then.
No, there weren't.
But the train stations we would come up with were boxy.
Oh yeah, they were
right.
they were shit.
You know what I mean? They were very boxy, and it was like, yeah, okay. Even factories were very boxy.
Right.
They were also a lot smaller.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hilariously, I think our largest factory is when we played this the first time is still nowhere close to some of the factories that we're working with now.
Oh. Well, what was
So,
that?
like the fuel factory alone is like,
oh yeah,
5 times bigger than the biggest factory we built the first time around.
well, the biggest factory. I think the biggest factory we built, factory, was possibly building. I think it was building 2 maybe building 3 at the Northern Forest.
Yeah, it was because I remember I think the biggest one the one I remember is, I mean, because we had that little starter area where we kept kind of bringing shit in, and we're doing steel production, and we kept kind of building up in that main little area we had for a while. Like we didn't spread out the way we've been doing this time.
A separate weapons factory and stuff.
Oh, we did, but like we didn't as quickly try and really spread out the way, we're spreading out a lot more this time than we did the first time around, which is good. I mean, that was kind of we learned from that experience, and it's like, no, there's a lot more of the map, there's a lot more that we can do instead of just there was a lot more time, I think, spent on that first little area that we did the first time around, and which is not a problem. I mean, that's fine, but
that's how you learn.
Right. But it was definitely, we that is it's not at all others.
But it's obviously the game's progressed, but in terms of us, how we build as well.
Oh yeah.
But
I think it helps between.
Evolved.
Right. Well, keep in mind, I mean, Satisfactory obviously was the first game you and I played together as, playing anything together. So
that's a long time ago.
So we've both learned a lot of, I mean, since playing this the first time, we've done Minecraft, we've done Factorio, we've done, a whole bunch of other crafty, buildy, survival things where we've continued to further, refine building strategies. And now we're kind of taking all of that, not just our original Satisfactory experience, but all of those experiences and applying that back to Satisfactory again.
Something to get you guys back into intro at some point. I
forgot about Enshrouded.
I think if we go back into Enshrouded, though, I want to obviously show you what I did in the world that we had. I would say more start again. I know that sounds weird.
No, I mean, because that's what I was leaning towards was, because I mean,
they've made changes too.
Well, they've made a lot of changes, and obviously I wouldn't want to touch touch that game again until they do the 1.0. Which,
Oh,
from
yeah,
the sounds of it, from where they're at, it does seem like they're probably going to get to 1.0 this year. Which is promising. And but yeah, I mean, I'd probably rather just start again with that game.
Yeah.
Once they hit 1.0 or whenever we're ready for it.
Yeah. It's just
because obviously it's going to be a bit before we're even ready for.
Well, obviously it was just because I'd like to show you the changes that that got made, and it's perhaps something that I think with Enshrouded, the way that it was built, where that original building got built, I think I'd like to do something different. I'd like to build it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, makes sense.
I'd like to be able to build it so it I'd like the separate buildings again, because I did like that, like what we did with them.
Yeah.
But it's more that original building bit was a bit cobbled together at that point.
Oh, sure.
And it'd be nice to take what I've learned with it from that and sort of rerun with it.
Yeah.
Redesign it, rerun it, and take what I've learned and do it again, but better. So it functions a bit better. I mean, because honestly, what I have changed, what you guys will end up seeing, I think there is a way that can be done and it work as well into a newer design.
Mm-hmm.
That's better. I feel better now.
That's good.
Thanks.
Gonna do it, then we wait until
they do the 1.0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's what. Well, we sort of I dabbled with this before 1.0, but then backed off, and then now we came back into it with the release.
Yeah.
Like, you can spend hours in this game.
Yes.
Well,
lose track of time hours.
Basically, to give you a perspective, within the last 2 weeks, I was just shy of 57 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's been messing around with different bits, that some of that wasn't me playing. Some of that was a little bit of idle time to try and get concrete back up and running.
Right.
But generally within them last 2 weeks, most of that time is actually some form of building. I mean, you can do, but you guys can do the same with Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Easily lose track of time in Minecraft.
Sure.
I mean, you can... Is that because... the bottom of the rail's clipping, is that because I've not taken it close enough, or is that because I've not taken the top rail close enough to the edge?
I don't know. Are you going up or are you going down?
I'm going uphill.
So, yeah, you basically want to go like half a foundation back and half a foundation up when you're going up. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
I'm working off as that. The middle bit is a half a foundation. I've gone on the half foundation.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I like working about the concrete is I can easily tell like what half.
Foundation there.
Yeah, you go from the middle of one square to the next square. So basically where it angles going up, from that angle, like go half a foundation back, click, and then drag it up to half a foundation up the curve.
As you can see, it's stuck with it. But I'd have to go.
No, because you're doing a long line that's longer than one foundation long. So, I mean that can work too. I mean where it turns yellow, like it's still not clipping. Like the second it turns yellow.
Yeah, because I can't go half a foundation because it says it's too short.
Yeah. So maybe we need to go a full foundation back. But either way, like if you drag it out from where you're at to where it starts turning yellow, it doesn't clip. You just need to make it a very short piece of rail.
It's too, like I say, it's too short there, but then that goes up to half a foundation. But then.
So yeah, maybe it's a full foundation back to, because I think it's like a foundation and a half is the minimum. So I think if you go like half a foundation back to, you know, a full foundation up, either way, I mean, if you do it the shortest it can be, it's not going to clip.
Yeah, because then that, if I was to line up, you know, try and attach that now, it's off, it's in the air.
Well, yeah, because you need another short section, because you can't do a long section like that for a bend. It has to be the shortest little sections going, you know, either up or going down. Has to be short little pieces, and then connect the rest around it.
I figured it.
Oh, good job.
You decorating?
I'm painting. I didn't finish all of the stuff in the. No, I got the motor factory done. Well, for now. But
Did you want to actually stick some? Do you want to dress that factory up a bit down where the iron and all that lot is?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing. Well, right now I'm just painting it so it's
because there is a lot of walls and it's kind of
missing.
Unfinished.
Yeah.
It's a mess down there. I mean, I don't care whatever you want to do there, as long as, you know, obviously leave the machines intact. But like, you know, if you want to rip out walls and replace shit, you know, like have at, because it's a mess.
I can fix it.
It's just
Thank you.
obviously every time I've always gone down there, it's like I really need to get into this bit, but then it's like, well, I could just let Willow do it because Willow enjoys that. So.
I really do.
And it's like in my head, it's like, well, I'm probably thinking, well, I've probably got a million other tons of stuff I've still got to finish off, so.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know what I have to do now. I mean, is there anything I have to finish at the minute? Or there will be when it comes to probably getting new train stations in, but right now, I mean, I can't really do much with central storage at the moment because there's nothing that needs changing. And I keep doing stupid things and adding things and yeah. How are you, Tim, anyways? Because you quite far?
I'm building the train stations.
Oh. So you are pretty far then.
Yeah, I'm over here. I'm just doing up the stations themselves, trying to plan out the 3 and figure out exactly how they're going to be, like what spacing I need for shit and whatnot.
Why do you want me to spring this trap? Because obviously there's loop. Be looping and stuff like that, and
well, I gotta because I gotta do the junction, so don't worry about the junction bit. But if you want to skip where the junction is, and then just start on that straightaway, going up into, going up towards.
I'll bring the track down just a little bit. Closer to the junk, not closer. Yeah, I mean, I could probably do a junction, but trust me, with my junction.
Yeah, I'd rather you not.
Yeah.
I know you. I know you physically can, but that is something that would probably hurt my brain. I
have done junctions. It's probably less.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be janky no matter what, but it's like, I mean, to be honest with you, it's more of a control thing than anything else. I would just rather do the junction. We'll go from there.
Uh-oh. That's never a good thing.
That's the thing, I've not been doing anything. It's been...
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but I used the thing is, my left hand's been rested. No, well, it's rested in a comfortable position, but I have been using the... That's how I use the WASD keys.
Right.
I think it's linked in with this elbow problem I've been having.
You got a pinched nerve in your elbow? Yeah, I had to have surgery to fix mine. Just a heads up.
I mean, my sister's got to go for cortisone injections in her elbow. Actually, sorry, no,
Yeah.
she's going for she's gonna have physio first, and then if physio doesn't help it, then it'll be probably cortisone injection.
What has she got wrong with her elbow?
Technically, she just the doctor has said it's tennis elbow, but it's not. Problem is, it's not getting any better because of her job.
Oh.
She's always having to.
That
She's not being able to be able to rest it, if that makes sense. Because
Yeah,
that's what the doctor said. Oh yeah, you've got to rest your elbow, and it's like,
How do you work and rest at the same time?
That's what I mean, and that's what she said. She said she wished she could, but unfortunately, her job kind of she needs it because of the job. She's a carer, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, she's not exactly gonna be able to rest it.
Yeah, I mean, the more important question is, can she still play tennis?
I was waiting for Chris's reaction because I kind of knew what was coming.
If she could play tennis, then no. I think she's more of a badminton person, anyways. Actually, what do you guys call badminton?
Badminton.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, one of the rare times that that's just the same thing.
What?
Yeah.
I've heard of squash. I'm not a big fan.
Yep.
Tastes kind of gross.
Yes, we have squash here. Excuse me. And squash courts.
So, oh, this could be to make it difficult then.
What? What'd you do?
Sorry, I'm seeing a graphics glitch again.
Ah.
It's figuring out how am I going to run a rail on that. I can't see to line it up. Oh, it's one of these curves. Oh, how did I do this last time? Yeah, how did I do this? Because there was another curve like this going up to Central, wasn't there? Similar. How did I do it? Don't know. So what do you class as racquetball? What the hell's racquetball?
Racquetball is very similar to squash.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing. I think there's just a couple of different rules, but yeah. Not positive because I've only played racquetball once, and I've never played squash.
I thought it wasn't going out of my mind. I thought there wasn't.
Oh, I didn't say that.
What?
I didn't say you weren't going out of your mind.
I heard of racquetball, and I was like, is that a thing? Am I... You know, am I...
Yes, it's a thing.
Am I just making shit up, or...
Yeah.
Oh, he talks. He speaks.
Sometimes.
Arf, arf.
We know.
I mean, it's not always appreciated, but yeah, I do.
I was just wondering.
I do speak now and again.
I was kind of wondering because you've gone really quiet. I was like, well,
no, sorry, no, I was listening. I'm
yeah, but
setting up some.
Well, that's like I said. That's why I asked the question because I said, "Is there a thing called racquetball?" And I was expecting an answer from either you or Willow on that one.
I don't know. I didn't really have an answer. Because I've heard of racquetball, but I don't know if it's the same thing as like I don't know if it's the same thing or not. You know what I mean?
Jelly bean.
I mean, so what? Okay, what sports do you have? Obviously,
lots.
Yeah, a whole bunch.
I mean,
pretty much all of them.
I mean, do you have netball?
Cricket's not as big. Cricket's not as big.
Yeah, cricket's a British thing.
Yeah. But here we have lacrosse as well.
Is that?
Which is...
Yeah, we got lacrosse.
Is that the, like, you've got a ball, but you have these big, long pole, like...
Yeah, with a net.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
The
know.
national. It's the national sport of Canada.
Has dodgeball been banned yet?
Yes.
Such a shame.
Well, because kids, right?
Oh
You
yeah.
got the big bullies, like just slamming that ball into the little people, and instead of teaching them non-violence in games, they, because you can play dodgeball pretty easily.
Yeah, but I mean, some of them got it coming, you know.
I mean, it's. I'm not being funny, but
I am.
In schools here, we had. I don't know if they still do. Rugby.
Yeah, rugby is a thing here too.
And that can be quite violent.
Oh yeah, well that's the whole point of rugby, actually.
Well, yeah. So what?
But that's for adults, not for students.
No.
We don't have rugby
we did. In school, we did. Yeah, no, in school we did.
We have football here.
Oh, we had football and we had rugby.
Yeah.
No, and it's
we have football.
Yeah, but it's a bit like, well.
And soccer.
And what?
Soccer.
Football.
Soccer is your football.
Yeah, football is like American football, probably.
Okay, so
soccer is your football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Football is football here. It's a different game.
Football is like American football. Yes? No?
Yes.
Correct. Well, and Canadians have a different version.
I was going to say, why did you just tell me no then?
Because
you were talking about soccer.
No, I wasn't.
Somebody said soccer.
Yeah, Willow did.
Who said?
I said we have soccer here, but you call it football there.
But then I said, you mean football as in American football, and you said no.
And I said yes.
Correct.
Oh, I thought I.
No, you said no.
When I was talking about soccer, I misunderstood your question.
Yeah, because you just said football. That was all. And that's why I said so we have football as an American football, and you said no.
No, because Canadian football is different from American football. We have different rules and regulations in our football.
It's similar like here. We have rugby and rugby league and rugby union.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. The first time I experienced rugby was actually when I was in Australia, and
Aussie rules football.
Oh my gosh! My brother, I believed it was in. I can't remember if it was in his wrestling or football, and he broke his collarbone. Says you just joined the game.
Yeah. I did.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention, obviously.
It's just because that bit's glitched out, and I'm trying to do the railway line, and I can't see to try and line things up.
Right.
Because I know I can get a straight section in somewhere. It's just, yeah. I'm trying to remember how the hell I did it. I'm sure I did put straight sections in. Yeah.
Oh my.
Be glad the Australians don't play by prison rules.
Take no prisoners.
Main machine was Vinnie Jones. Yard was actually Adam's.
Longest yard was pretty good.
Yeah.
I heard something about that.
Going on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
I do like Adam Sandler, and some of the stuff I like, some of the stuff that's been a bit, yeah, okay.
Yeah, same.
I mean, I do, you know, I like the Water Boy. I like the Water Boy. I like there was like Billy Madison and Little Nicky.
Yeah. And what was that one where Mr. Mr. something? The one
Deeds,
where
was it?
maybe? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That one I enjoyed. And I don't know why, because it's different, but 51st Dates.
51st,
probably one of his best movies.
51st Dates. It's how he managed to get Billy Idol. It's just like, yeah. But the thing with Adam Sandler is he likes to work with the
Same people.
The same people.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever seen Pixels?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the beginning, when the scene with the young girl, where the nicks off when they're younger and they nick off with the money to go to the arcade.
No.
Right at the beginning.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh, well, that's actually in that. Adam Sandler's daughter and wife actually make a cameo in it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, right at the beginning is his daughter, and I can't remember where his wife appears. His wife appears somewhere else in that movie as well. I just like Josh Gad in that movie. I think he's great. I mean, Thingy's good in it as well. Oh, what do you call him?
Dinklage.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Welcome.
It's just a shame his Ghost. It's just a shame that Ghost got rewritten in Destiny.
Yeah, I mean, that was a whole debacle. And to be honest with you, it seemed like that was just bad directing, because I do agree that the performance was shit. But Dinklage is far more capable than that, so like I feel like I gotta blame that on bad directing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen Death at a Funeral?
Yeah, a long time ago. I don't remember
which version have you
now.
seen? There's actually two versions. There's one with...
That's right. You and I had this conversation before a long time ago.
Yeah, because there's one with Chris Marshall in, and there is one with Chris Rock in.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't even remember which version I saw at this point.
But Peter Dinklage is actually in both.
Oh, wow.
He's actually in both of them, and honest to God, the character he plays in that film, yeah. For a guy that's not gay, he plays that very well.
Right.
It's great. I do, like I said, I have liked Peter Dinklage and some of the stuff he's done. He is a good... But,
he's a good actor, yeah.
It's just like, obviously I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I knew he was in that, but I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, which is a shame, because I mean, I'm a huge fan of his performance in Game of Thrones.
Oh, absolutely.
I know he was in it, because he was... Fuck. Is it Tyrion?
Yeah.
Tyrion Lannister?
Yeah. Correct.
See, for a person that's not watched it, I still know what character he was.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, well, wasn't it? Because Game of Thrones, I can't remember her character. Oh, she was in Doctor Who, wasn't she? She was in the older Doctor Who's. Did she play? Was it a shielder in Game of Thrones?
I don't recognize that name.
I don't.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh, yeah.
Is it Macy somebody?
Maisie. Yeah.
Was she in Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Yeah. She has a character that could potentially be ongoing. They've kind of left it open for her to appear whenever. Because he accidentally made her immortal.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Oh, yeah, I vaguely recall that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it was yeah, like I said, I think she was I can't remember if it was a shielder in Game of Thrones or if it was that in...
No, she was...
She was one of the main characters in...
Yeah, shit. What was her name?
She was the horse-faced girl in the books.
Yeah, she wasn't very horse-faced in the show.
No, and that was a complaint of a few people.
And they did that with a lot of the characters. They made them a lot more attractive than how they were described in the book.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage's character wasn't as ugly as he is in books.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's
for one,
basically...
his nose was still there.
Yeah, he's like a little demon in the books.
Which is why they call him the Imp.
Right. So, yep. Yeah, and a lot of the characters were... There was definitely some complaints, but to be honest with you, I think what they did there was fine.
Yeah.
I understand why they did it. I understand
the acting
why...
made up for it.
Yeah, like I understand why they needed to do that, because it is different when you're visualizing that to really...
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, she was Arya Stark and...
Yeah, Arya. Yeah. That's right. Derp.
Why am I thinking of Shielder? Or was that... Yeah, sorry, I'm getting confused. She was called a Shielder in Doctor Who. She was in 4 episodes.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what confused me, yeah. Why would you... That's the thing. Obviously, a Shielder, Arya Stark. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I've never watched Game of Thrones, but, you know, it's just... I mean, everybody knows Jon Snow. Jeez.
Yes.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
My sister actually has, does she have a coat? Have a coat with that on, or something like that? With the whole Jon Snow thing?
Yeah. That's cool.
It's in recently. I don't think he's been in game. Direction at least.
Yeah, I mean, we might branch off in a different direction. Okay, yeah, no, that definitely doesn't not like that for obvious reasons. I'm just trying to do I'm just doing a bend that very much is not happy with, which makes sense. This is gonna have to be a bit of a wider junction just because of the way I did it at an angle there instead of straight.
I'll say all the junctions are wide anyways. That you've done previously.
Oh, I mean, this one's going to be a little extra wide is my point.
Got a wide load sign stuck on it?
Yeah.
How do I zoop again?
Hit R. Toggle the mode.
Yeah, okay.
Where's the snap line? Well, we didn't count anything.
This time.
Done.
Yeah.
I don't know what the was.
did you guys ever see the original It?
Yes. I saw it
did.
years and years ago when it
Yeah, a
first
long time
came out.
ago.
I had this conversation because I told you about Seth Green being in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know, and I had forgotten that he was in it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this Family Guy one of the seasons.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was it. I was at I'd gone around my dad's, it was my stepmom's birthday earlier this month, and do you remember the Simpsons Lego episode?
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
That they had it on telly, and that was just one weird episode. It was good how it had been done,
Sure.
but it was just a little bit strange. Because that was the first time I'd ever seen it.
Oh, that's a weird introduction.
Why is one of the train stations called Hamburg?
Because it hasn't been renamed yet.
Is that
what?
the area?
No, that is.
The train stations get automatically named when you place them down.
Oh, okay.
So that's one that we just hadn't renamed yet.
Right.
I don't know. This is true, but it's definitely not true.
Wait, what?
What?
Right.
Okay.
So
Okay,
apparently, there was.
No, hold on, back up.
No.
Is this true or not true? I'm unclear.
Right. No. Well, yeah. Is it true or not true? Which, apparently, the train stations were supposed to be all place names in Sweden. Yes.
I think so.
The drone ports were supposed to be any other European city, or any other city for the drone ports.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember that part. But yeah.
How can that be true? Because one of our train station was actually called Den Bosch, which is one of the central hubs within the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what I'd heard. Everybody was saying, "Oh yeah, all the train stations are actually just names in just Swedish names, and the drones and other places."
I mean, it
where,
probably was, but maybe they just advanced that at some point.
Because because if that was true, it'd be like, well, how did I have a train station called Den Bosch and stuff like that? Because it's
Den Bosch, what you gonna do? Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, well, that's a big transport hub within just outside of Amsterdam.
Right.
Well, it's about an hour or so out of
I
Amsterdam.
mean, right. I mean, obviously, everybody knows this.
And it's... I don't know, I like certain little things in games where, I mean, when we originally played the game and there were certain, names that come up on the train station, at that time, I'd probably never heard of the places. But it's nice to know that there's names there that, you start to recognise once you travel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool.
It's like some of the Swedish ones, like the Swedish ones or Scandinavian ones or whatever, that come up. For example, because I don't know if Gothenburg's ever come up, but I've definitely seen Gothenburg at some point. I've seen Malmo at some point, which I've actually been to them places. Because my uncle lives out in Sweden, so. I told you I was amending the guest list, did I?
Nope.
Oh. Well, I have to amend the guest list.
Oh.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, just a suggestion from my mum. It's just a suggestion from my mother that's, there's certain... Obviously, in terms of, obviously, if there's anybody internationally, you know, she's not bothered, but there's certain people I've got on that list I can probably cut out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's a possibility of I might be doing that.
Yeah.
It would change the price as well, but it's not.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
not for that reason. I mean, I'm not cutting you guys out. There's just obviously not cutting Alan or David out or David's wife. It's more there's certain people I've got on there that kind of don't need to be there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
So then that's fine. Kind of sort of not agreed to it, but kind of agreed to it because it makes sense. But then my mum's friend basically had argued and said, well, if you're doing that, we'll sort of don't invite me. And it's like, well, no, because she's been a friend of my mum's and been in my life.
Well, yeah, like a
Christ,
7 month.
years.
Yeah,
She's been in my, you know, she's been in my life. Since, well, it was 99.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, a long time, and Mum said no, you know. That's what even Mum said, you know, you've been in his life a long time.
Yeah.
So, he's not gonna, you know, say no and cut you out.
Right.
Obviously, I really shouldn't invite my godparents, but I don't even think Lydia is, so it's just like, yeah, fine, sort of thing. I'd rather have immediate family and
Close friends.
And friends, you know, close friends. Like, obviously you guys, you know, obviously Dave and Alan and that, because obviously I've got them two of my best men, so it's like...
Yeah.
And people are like, well, why are you having two? And it's like, well, the reason being why I'm having two is because
you're greedy. I get it.
Yeah, but I can't have, you know, I just can't have one.
You're indecisive.
I'm not. I wasn't indecisive. It's the fact that I didn't want to just say, let's say, just choose David, and then Alan gets pissed about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 I wanted to make it so they were both involved, sort of thing. You know, they both. Them two have both been around, you know, a long time. Actually, there is something I want to try. Oh. If I put... How do we chat again? Does this work? Wow, it does.
Oh, neat.
Wow, that's cool.
I was curious about whether that worked. I don't exactly know what you can ask Ada, but...
No, that doesn't do anything.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. I know there was the whole Jace thing, wasn't there, at one point?
Yeah. Yeah, there's that whole Jace Easter egg thing.
Did they ever hide anything in there for Snow?
I don't know.
So interesting.
That command is not authorized. Nice. Well, I guess after what I said, she just doesn't want to talk to any of us.
It's Tim's fault.
Right.
We'll blame him.
Yeah, when in doubt, you know.
How can you help me? I've just bloody asked you. And you just turned around and said, how can I help you? It's like, what?
Yeah, that sounds about as useful as Zeta is, yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so I got the junction done. I did the, we got the train stations. The train stations are probably bigger than they need to be.
Yeah, but we need...
I did four carriages long. Like they're longer than they probably need to be, but I was like, I'd rather make them longer than they need to be than too short, and then we can't easily scale them up later. So
Yeah.
Junction works.
One of the suns is going down.
man, that was a bit of a disconnect. I'm watching the stream, which obviously lags behind, and you were nowhere near the junction yet. And so I'm watching you on the stream, and then I hear meh, meh, and you go by on the screen on the left, and I was like, but you're not there yet. What? Just my brain hiccuped for a second.
Yeah, you've done it very differently here. Well, you've not really.
Yeah, it's similar. It's a little tighter.
Hmm.
That's what she said.
What
But yeah, it's a similar design, but
So, are we sticking to 3, or are we going to be putting 4 on this?
well, I figured this one's not necessarily always going to be going just to central storage, which is why I made it the way I made it, because it might be going to another factory where maybe we do want to load it up with 4. Like I said, we'll probably never use 4. I just did 4.
Yeah.
To future-proof it.
Well, this train is the one. And you surprised how I got that here without crashing it?
Yeah, good job.
That was basically a train from Central.
Oh, okay.
That's the last train out of 7.
So that'll end up being our coal train then. Because the first thing we want to be pulling out of here is going to be that 480 coal, and then bringing that to wherever we're going to do steel production.
Yeah. I mean, whatever eventually will go up to Central, we just have to remember we need to load it into 3, not 4.
Yeah.
Because we kind of didn't account for more than 3 up at Central.
Yeah, but that's not a problem. We don't have to use the 4th carriage. Because whatever train goes up to, because it'll be a dedicated train that'll go up to central storage. So that train will never have more than 4, right? But it doesn't mean that this station isn't used for something else or a train that does have 4 going somewhere else. Yeah.
A different junction design. I should have brought the train back actually down to test it, but...
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I went, I figured I went this way just to, because the main angle going, for like the coal is going to be coming down this way. So I kind of just angled it so that it went up through there nicely. Because otherwise I'd have to go like straight out and then I'd have to angle it to get up there anyway. So I was like, I tried to do an angle junction. And I want to play around with doing angle junctions because I probably do want to do more of those in future too. But
Work a minute. Bitch.
I do not comply.
Nice. But, yeah, I think it's time to end this one here. Because didn't even realise the time.
Oh, is it that late?
Yet again.
Well, then again, I got here late.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Obviously, you know, thank you to everybody that's joined on TikTok, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Thank you to Tim and Willow for being here.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Obviously, anybody watching live, don't forget it's only going to be like Monday. Will be the last stream for a little bit. Won't be any streams for a little bit.
Monday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Monday. But yeah, it's been interesting. But
Indeed.
obviously, if you're watching this back on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to give us a follow. If you're not, come and follow. If you're watching on TikTok, channel links are on the profile. And we shall see you for the next one. So until then.
Later.
Bye.
Goodbye for now.